Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Cornder, Assistant Commissioner at the Northern Sun. Today, we're joined by the reigning NSIC and AVCA Division II National Player of the Week, Jasmine Mulvihill of Concordia St Paul. Jasmine, thanks for joining us on the Spotlight.
Thank you for having me.
All right, before we get to your stellar performance from last week, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Jasmine Mulvihill. I'm from Lakeville, Minnesota. I'm a senior here at Concordia, and my major is business management, and I have I'm going for a minor in Christian ministry.
All right, and how did you get into the sport of volleyball, and what attributes were key factors in you attending Concordia St Paul?
I just started at a young age. My mom played when I was little, and I would always watch her. And I ended up starting in, I would say, around kindergarten. I remember touching volleyball, just getting touches. The reason why I picked here was the coaching is just unreal. Brady is such like a idol to look up to, honestly. And then also a fun fact, I really like weightlifting, and they got a new building when I got here. So I was super excited about that.
Right, coaching and weightlifting, two key factors. That's awesome.
Yes.
All right. All right, the number 6 Golden Bears opened the season at home going 4-0. You hit .329 and averaged over 5 kills per set. What was clicking for you and the Golden Bears to open the season?
Our serve receive did a really good job keeping us in system and just giving the ball to Tegan, and then she was just getting one-on-ones for everybody, and it just made it easy for the hitters. So just made it easy for me to see the block and just be able to put a ball down, which was really helpful.
Yeah, not without any adversity, though, this weekend. You battled back from an 0-2 hole against Drury in your last match of the weekend. What adjustments were made to rally for that win?
Definitely our energy. We started off kind of dull in the beginning, and that kind of hurt us. And it obviously showed starting off 0-2, but we definitely picked that up later in like the match. And then we got to rally at the end, which was really nice. We just came together.
Yeah, really rallied for taking the last 3 sets pretty handily. As we mentioned, you were named the AVCA National Player of the Week. I believe the second time in your career you've been named that. You also just surpassed 1,000 kills in your career this past weekend. What does it mean for you to reach that plateau and also be recognized on the national stage for your efforts?
I just feel really blessed, honestly. I get to use my God-gifted talents every day. I get to just prove myself day by day with my team. I love it. Absolutely. And for a game that I love, it's awesome.
You're not the only Golden Bear to be recognized this week. Tegan Starkey was named the NSIC Setter of the Week. Talk about her role on the team as setter and the other teammates that helped Golden Bears off to that 4-0 start.
Oh, she killed it. I absolutely love being set by her. She managed the ball really well. She was able, like I said before, she was able to get one-on-ones, which made it really easy for her offense. Just did an absolute awesome job. And then for our outsides like Emma Schmidt and Sophia Anderson, and then McKenna Berger, when she got in, they executed really well. And then obviously Emma Schmidt and Ellie Sealing did a great job in the back row doing serve receive, just keeping the ball in system for us. And then our middles, Katie Matson did a great job getting up and open. She has an insane vertical, so she was able to put the ball down around the block. And Kennedy Brady did a great job. She was doing great with her block and being able to get open and see the block as well. It's just fun to play with everybody.
And more volleyball coming up this weekend as you head out west to the Colorado Premier Challenge, the toughest tournament in the nation, Division II. You take on number 18 Lewis and number 3 Western Washington on Friday. How does playing in this type of competition and non-conference season get you ready for the NSIC schedule?
It's just going to really show us like where we're at like in the preseason. So it's going to show our weaknesses and our strengths and what we can build on, and like what we're going to have to work on for our conference that's just as hard. So it's exciting, honestly.
And speaking of the NSIC schedule, describe what it's like to play in one of, if not the best, volleyball conferences in Division II.
It's honestly day by day. You never know who's going to show up, who's not going to, and it's an honor just to play with all the girls that are in our conference. It's exciting. It's just day by day. I don't know.
And the NSIC just announced earlier this month that Concordia St Paul will be hosting the NSIC Volleyball Tournament this year, November 11th through the 13th at the Gangelhoff Center. What was yours and your teammates' reaction to finding out that your home court will be the site of the best volleyball tournament in Division II?
We were absolutely pumped. Everybody was freaking out when we found that out. And it's going to be great because we get to have the comfort of being at home. And that's just one less thing we have to worry about, which is extremely nice. But yeah, we're just really excited to be able to host that.
All right. Well, a trip to Colorado is in your future this weekend. Best of luck to you and the Golden Bears out there this weekend. That's going to wrap up this week's show. Thank you again to our sponsor, gpac. Jasmine, thanks for joining us, and best of luck to you, the Golden Bears, the rest of the season.
Thank you.